Hey Canucks fans, it is Canucks game day, and defenseman Akito Hirose will make his Canucks debut. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, April the 2nd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. If you're watching this, I sure hope you're not going to Monkey Nine Brewing because, as I've announced for the past week, I am not doing my meetup today. I'm pretty confident that the word is out there, but you never know. So hopefully, like I said, no one shows up at Monkey Nine. And if you do, enjoy a nice dinner, a nice meal there. Although me and the CCC crew will not be there. However, I will be here on YouTube twice tonight. After the Canucks Kings game, I'm hosting Game Over Vancouver. And then I have my own stream tonight at 10:30 p.m. right here on YouTube. I hope you can join me for hopefully both of those shows. Now tonight, the Vancouver Canucks host the LA Kings. A bit of an earlier start because it's Sunday. So it's a 5 p.m. start at Rogers Arena. I'm obviously not going to the game because I was going to do my meetup, but I decided to postpone that as well. So I'll be watching from home, and I'll be watching the debut of recently signed defenseman Akito Hirose. Now I'm excited for many reasons. Not the least is that he's half Japanese, but he is put him with Jack Rathbone, put him with Quinn Hughes, and I just tweeted this out. While they're very inexperienced as a trio, this could be the best set of puck-moving defensemen that we've had on one side of the blue line in a long, long time. And just think, because we've had guys on our blue line like OEL, like Myers, like Shen, like Burrows, like even that, these are just guys this year, and even in past years that haven't been the best. Travis Hamonic haven't been the best puck-moving defenseman, but we obviously know what Quinn Hughes can do. We've seen glimpses of what Jack Rathbone can do, and we've kind of heard, or we're hopeful for what Akito Hirose can do. So I'm not going to put too many expectations on them as a trio, just because, like I said, they are so inexperienced. Rathbone is not being able to crack the regular lineup. We know what Hughes can do, and this is Hirose's debut, but still, I'm excited to watch this game and just see what kind of activation that they can provide from that left side. Rick Tocchet, he gave a kind of a update on all the Canucks defensemen. They're not a healthy bunch. So we already know that Pullman's done for the season. Dermott was done for the season. OEL was done for the season. And then there's some other injuries. So we kind of knew this, but Noah Juleson will not be coming back this season as well. So add him to the list. And then Christian Wolanin is he might get into one or two games at the end of the year. And then there's Guillaume Brisebois, who is actually out today, and that's why Hirose is in. So already those 6 guys that are injured, that is Pullman, that is Dermott, that's OEL, that's Juleson, that's Wolanin, that's Brisebois. Add in Luke Shen, who's being traded. Add in Riley Stillman, who's been traded. And then the 6 guys that are playing tonight. So that makes 14. I think I'm missing one because I've heard a number that there's been 15. And Philip Hronik. So yes, the Canucks have used 15 defensemen already this season, which is absolutely crazy. So I think that they're going to line up like this tonight. I think it's going to be Hughes and Bear as your top pairing. I think it's going to be Rathbone Myers and then Hirose Burrows. Or if they actually want Hirose with a more, you could argue if he's better than Burrows, maybe not, but with a more experienced defenseman, you could put Hirose with Myers actually. But I think it will be Hughes and Bear. Let's say it's going to be Rathbone Myers and then Hirose with Burrows. As long as it's not Brisebois with Myers, and I'm not wishing ill will on Brisebois if he's hurt or if he's dinged up, but we know how much that pair struggled against Calgary on Friday night. Now, speaking of the Calgary game, exciting, a lot of goals if you like goals, not a lot of defense if you like defense. And I think the Canucks have kind of slipped a little bit in that regard. And some media have talking about it, kind of getting away from structures or systems or discipline, starting to give up more odd man rushes, a lot of scrambly play in their own zone. And these were kind of tenets that were happening under Bruce Boudreau, and things that on the on the contrary, that Rick Tocchet has worked really hard to clean up. So let's see what happens tonight. It'll be Thatcher, Demko, and net. So you always have a chance to win with Demko and net. And remember, the Canucks have played well against the Kings for the past 2 or 3 seasons. In fact, the Kings haven't beaten the Canucks in a long time. None of the California teams have beaten the Canucks in a long time. It's weird. The Canucks, if they only could play San Jose, Anaheim, LA, and Dallas, I think the Canucks would do really well in the standings. So Hughes, Bear, likely Rathbone, Myers, Hirose, Burrows, and then Demko in net. Speaking of Demko, it sounds like this is after this, there's only 6 more games or 7 more games. It sounds like Delia will get 3 to 4 of the remaining games. So he'll get half the games after this one, which makes sense because the Canucks do go every second night for a while. They have tonight, then they have Seattle on Tuesday, and then they have someone on Thursday. I can't remember who. Oh, Chicago. And then they go out for 3 road games, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they end off the season on Saturday. Yeah, so I guess after this, there are 6 more games remaining, and then so Delia will get 3 of those 6. I wonder if they're just going to simply alternate Demko, Delia, Demko, Delia, Demko, Delia. Up front, Rick Tocchet actually didn't say much, and there's only one extra forward right now, and that's Kravtsov, because Podkolzin is still hurt. Not sure if he's going to get back into the lineup before the end of the season. I don't think you take Aidan McDonough out. He had a pretty good game against Calgary, including scoring his first NHL goal. So I would bring Kravtsov in for Studnicka, who hasn't really done a lot. So if offense isn't the problem for the Canucks, so if they want to keep the same, they'd go Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Joshua, Miller, Besser, Di Giuseppe. You could keep Amon, Garland, and Beauvillier together. They've played okay, kind of not so good defensively, but they've provided some offense. And then your fourth line, you could put Dries with McDonough, and then maybe try Kravtsov on their wing as well. So that's what I would do. So we'll see if that happens. So it's going to be Kravtsov or Studnicka as the extra forward, and then one of them gets in, one of them gets out. And then on defense, I actually don't think, with Brisebois not playing, what they call him a healthy scratcher injured, it's going to be Akito Hirose instead. So I'm excited for that. Excited to see what kind of puck movement we'll see, especially from the left side of the defense. So as always, Canucks fans, give me a score prediction. Give me your first Canucks goal scorer. I can't believe I got this far without even mentioning that Elias Pettersson chasing history tonight. If he gets a point, a goal, or an assist, he will extend his point game streak to 15 games, and that will tie 2 other Canucks players in the record book. That is Todd Bertuzzi and Peter Nedved. Yeah, Bertuzzi said it about 20 years ago. Nedved said it about 28 years ago. So again, Peter Nedved and Todd Bertuzzi, they tied for the longest consecutive points streak, and that's 15 games. Petey's at 14, so he can tie it tonight, and I think he will do so. Having said all that, I'm going with Andrei Kuzmenko as the first Canucks goal scorer, and I'm going with a 4-3 victory for the home team. So give me your score prediction. Give me your first Canucks goal scorer, and are you even close to as excited as I am for the debut of Akito Hirose? Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, for Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for always supporting me. And I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So on your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, and leave a comment with your predictions. Hope to see you tonight on Game Over Vancouver on the SDPN channel, and then that's right after the game, and then my own show at 10:30 right here. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. Enjoy the game. God bless, and go Canucks go.